Thank you very much for coming. I think, for at least for you, there will be something new that you can learn from us about latest sintering, desktop latest sintering. So, what I would like to talk today about is who is buying small SLS solutions. So for those who don't know what SLS is, powder-based additive manufacturing process that gets no support and really detailed prints. And who we are a manufacturer of desktop laser sintering solutions. Right now, the company Sinterit is on the market for more than 5 years. And what we have right now, we are an established company with more than 90 people, delivering printers all around the world, with more than 1,000 installations worldwide. And today I would like to share with you who really buys this kind of machines based on our experience. And first and most important in this is educational usage of the machines. Desktop SLS printers has a really good usage in educational field, because you can give it to any of your students and they can get to know how the process works and start printing themselves within 1 hour. So this is the time you need to to teach anyone to operate SLS machine, and that's the change. That means we deliver machine to, this is an example of Technical University of Liberec that got one of our first Lisa Pro machines. But we have dozens of these kind of implementations worldwide, not only in universities, but also in high schools, in technical schools, usually in Germany, where any student can learn how to operate SLS really easily. And this works because these machines are small. You can just bring into the class and give it to the people to operate them, and pretty soon they can get first printout out of that. But the result of having this kind of machine in educational, that anyone can learn how to operate it, is that after that universities can start doing really easily the research based on that machines. So, and this is possible because it's easy learning curve to use desktop SLS solution. So, quite often our customers, our universities, get one of the machines, give it to PhD students, to the group of PhD students for like 6 months, and they can develop their project with exactly that machine. And why does it work for them is because when you own the machine, you have full control over that. Because usually when you do research, you do not a lot of print at once, but a lot of iterations. So in the end, there's no need for a big machine, but for really small amounts of prints and a single time. With big machines, it's possible if you bunch a lot of research together, but you lose control over the process. And for example, in big machines, there is tiny difference between positioning in a print bed. And when you own the machine, you have full control over that, and that the results can be way easier tracked in this kind of researches. And of course, you can say that it's not a rocket science, but sometimes yes it is. This is an example of solid-fueled rockets that the backbone of the solid fuel is 3D printed with our systems. And this is one of many approaches. Not everything we can share, but this is just an eye-opening for different kind of research that can be done. And on top of that, if we have the ability to print from other powders as we provide with our systems, you can test new materials with these systems pretty easily. Below 1 kilogram of materials is necessary to make a reasonable test on this kind of machines. But this is only in research. And what happens when this kind of iterative process we can apply to business? Because when we do that, we can move it to really final production for parts within businesses, because they can really iterate that and get to the point where they can provide this as a service. And final production for our customers is not the size of big companies. It's a solution for small companies that they want to use it as a tool. And we provide this as a tool. Desktop laser sintering is a tool for SMEs to invent new business models. Here is an example of one of our customers from Scale Prints that push to the limits what you can do with this technology. So this is one of his printouts. So he pushed to the limit the whole machine, and he's capable to provide the greatest results that it's not achievable when you don't own the machine. And what's the most important, he knows, and our customers knows, that from small machine you can get at least the same quality level as from the big machines. So that's the crucial part, that there is no difference on that field. But last but not least is prototyping. Additive manufacturing started from prototyping, of course, but in desktop SLS solutions, it's slightly different. Because we target customers that they need to have a prototypes internally, but they want to own what they do. So they want to own the know-how. They want to develop the know-hows themselves. And this is how you can achieve this, with having the process internally, not externally. Here I have an example for a company called Sibet that delivers radio systems for coal mines. And what's important for them was to be able to control all the system, all the process. So they not only printed the casing for the radios, but they also printed antennas with rubber material, as well as molds to make silicone keypads out of that. And in the end, they were capable to deliver a solution that astounds their customers. So the prototype was handled as final product by their customers. But of course, we have a lot of small companies, but also big companies use our machines in their research and prototyping facilities. And with over 1,000 installations worldwide, we see that we just scratched the surface of the market that we have for small SLS systems. So like, we are delighted that there's a lot of new companies trying to get to the market. And we see that there's a huge potential of this kind of system everywhere. Like, we just know about some of that, not all of them yet. So the question is, overall, what you really imagine to do. Like, what you or your customers imagine to have it in their minds to make, because this technology enables a lot of that. And the last point is that people need to be able to put hands on this technology now, and this is what we do. So we provide the full solution for desktop SLS printing, and I don't know if you all are aware how does it look like. You can come to our booth and see it hands on. And I'm happy that you had to find the time for this speech. Okay. Thank you very much.